Hi there, I'm Miles Peterson, and you're watching a 3D Engineer. Now here I am with another completed siren and another miniature siren review video. This is my next requested siren. I'm proud to present the miniature 1/6 scale Sentry Siren 10V. Man, this thing came together great, and it's just an awesome siren. I have no complaints. Now, I'll just be doing a quick overview and test today, nothing too crazy, and without further wait, let's skip right onto that. Alright, here we are up close, and we will be doing an overview of my next miniature siren. This is the miniature Sentry 10V. Yeah, I just decided to go with another Sentry siren. I made a couple in the past, my 14V and 40V2T. Unlike the 40V2T and 14V, this is actually a 1/6 scale siren. So it's the same scale as my Eclipse 8. I currently don't have my Eclipse 8 printed out yet. I kind of scrapped it because it used the old design, the flat horn design, and I'm currently revamping it. So I will reprint that eventually, which is a video you can expect in the future. So you might want to consider subscribing so you don't miss out on that. Anyhow, this is 1/6 scale, so it's, 6 times smaller than the real thing. It really came along great. This is a really great example of exactly what I'll be selling just a couple months here. This design... This uses the tipped horns, which is a thing on newer Sentry sirens. Most units built after the early 2010s used tipped horns rather than flat horns. Now, however, in the design, both flat and tipped horns are available, so you print whichever one you want. Now, here's the interesting thing about this design. It's got 4 short horns for short projection and 4 long horns for long projection. At least that's what Sentry claims this design is supposed to do. Now, the horns bolt directly onto the stator. It was pretty hard to get it to not scrape, but through experimenting with different size, printable washers and M2x6 screws, the horns are on there real tight, and it doesn't scrape. The hat here, we just have 4 screws holding it on. The eye bolt doesn't even hold anything on. It's completely optional. But inside of there, I got the motor cover and the motor itself, which is housed inside the motor cover and housing. It uses a 130 motor, believe it or not, to drive this huge siren. It really runs this thing great. It's got quite a slow wind-up because it uses a 2-inch fender washer at the bottom of the rotor to act as a weight. So, it has a pretty long wind-up and wind-down, but it's going to sound great. And we'll hear that in just a minute. Let's see, now I have it just kind of sitting on its side. There's your tipped horn. 8-port, obviously. 8-port with a 4-port undertone. You can see the bottom there. I've got the intake. Your chopper's in there. Yeah, it's pretty hard to see, but it spins very freely. You got your air intake and legs right there. And this little conical piece thing. Yeah, and of course, I think my favorite thing about the siren is it uses a 130 motor, and it is USB powered, like with most of my miniature sirens. It's a really great thing I like about this siren. Here's official stickers, official Sentry Siren logo, and, the 10V font. That's not official, it's kind of remixed, but it's as close to accurate as I could get, so, yeah. I hope you do understand that. I printed this on clear sticker paper on my home printer, and it really came out great. I plan to sell them like this, too, if they wouldn't stop peeling off in the corners, which, it does occasionally. Hopefully then that won't happen when I sell these. Well, I guess that's pretty much all. This is a really pretty basic siren in design, like with Sentry's other sirens. Well, now let's get right on to testing. Right, we are now ready for testing. I will just simply be plugging this in via USB. Yeah, let's hear it. Here, let's just give you guys a quick growl, just to show you the amazing weights in this thing and how they work. Oh yeah, that's what you want to hear in a mini siren. Yeah, that was a growl. Okay, let's do a short alert. Whoa, wow. Stuff on my workbench shook from this thing. Oh my gosh. Wow, it is loud. Now, I will be completely honest. I don't have my decibel reader And that is because I figured out my decibel reader measures in dBA, and sirens are measured in dBc. So until I get a decibel reader that can measure in dBc, I won't, unfortunately, have a decibel reader to show you guys just how loud this thing is. But it's loud. Like, it's up there with some of my bigger sirens. The 4-port undertone on this thing is also extremely noticeable. Alright, I'll shut up and I'll give you guys a quick attack. Here we go. And that is all. Man, that was loud. Oh, man. Well, now, there you guys have it. That was a quick overview and test of my new miniature siren, my Sentry 10V. For those interested, you can 3D print and download the files to build your own on Tinkercad, completely free with an account. Links are in the description. But both 8 and 16 port configurations are available. 8 port's the standard. 16 port is kind of a special thing. 16 port 10Vs are incredibly rare, but they do exist, so that's why that is also an option. I really hope you guys enjoyed. As a sneak peek, my next miniature siren, or at least my next miniature Sentry Siren, will be probably a 15V2T, or a 10V2T, maybe even a 16V1TB. Man, that's a lot of numbers and letters, but you guys get it. I'm going to have plenty of other Sentry Sirens coming up to pair with this guy here, and all will be in the same scale as well. Also, my upcoming Model M, which will use the same rotors and stators, much like the real thing. So you guys really might want to consider subscribing so you don't miss out on all that. Well, that's all. I'm Alice Peterson, and you guys stay creative.